underway. The residents are gradually returning while emergency teams are pumping water from underground areas and distribute relief supplies across affected communities. Now in Kaili City, the historic Kiasi ancient town, normally a tourist spot, remains closed after being inundated by flood waters. And officials say disinfection and infrastructure checks are now a top priority. Danjai County saw riverside villages overwhelmed by flash floods, and emergency supplies, including beds, generators, and daily essentials, arrived to support displaced families. In Leishan County, the Nanjiang River overflowed on Saturday morning, damaging buildings in low-lying areas. While levels have since started to drop, water authorities are reinforcing flood defenses and monitoring conditions closely. Now upstream in Sandu County, over 2,700 people were forced to evacuate after nearly 200 millimeters of rainfall hit the area overnight. The cleanup began as waters receded. With more rain in the forecast, local authorities remain on high alert, determined to protect lives, support recovery, and rebuild stronger.
淹没，而且是水已经涨到路面上来了，也就是说，至少这个水在1个半小时之内涨。2个比较高的地方呢，设置了有领治安置点，大家尽快转移到那里去，不要再加剧停留。还有一个呢，就是非常的井然有序。为什么呢？我跟我们这个水利部的这个
Authorities say 237 people have been rescued so far, about 167 of those by helicopter. Names of those deceased have not been provided at this point in time. We know about several children's camps directly hit, and unfortunately a nightmare scenario. Some children still missing, but officials did not provide specific details about how many children are missing or if any are among those killed. During the press conference, state and local officials were making a case that this was somewhat unpredictable, that none of their weather forecasts called for the amount of rain and flooding that we're seeing. The Guadalupe River rising about 26 feet in less than an hour. According to Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, state emergency operations had briefings on Thursday. So before any of this happened about potential severe weather in the area, they say the National Weather Service only called for about 3 to 6 inches of rain, but that was enough where state officials say they had some emergency response teams on standby, and they were immediately activated once the flooding took place, specifically swift water rescue teams. They arrived at noon yesterday. We're just learning about that now during the press conference. And to explain how quickly the flooding happened, officials say one of the first responder vehicles was washed away as the flooding hit. State officials saying even first responders were caught off guard.
We'll stop at nothing to ensure that every asset and person and plane and whatever is needed is going to be involved in the process of rescuing every last person and ensure everybody involved in this is going to be